Hi everybody, welcome back to 100% Mag. So on today's video it's going to be a little bit different, as we're going to look at some potential signings that I would love to see Newcastle United sign. And of course everybody in this video is going to be expired on their contracts at the end of this month. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So first up on the list, in no particular order, is Andrea Ribiat of PSG. Now the 24-year-old's contract is up at the end of the month, and of course he has been sort of surplus to requirements to PSG, and in the fact that he's only played 20 games all told in the season, scoring 2 goals and getting 2 assists, and also scoring 1 own goal, ranking up 1,435 minutes of play for PSG. Now of course he played 14 games in Ligue 1 this season, scoring 2 goals and getting 1 assist. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up is the fact that he can play in the central defensive midfield role, centre midfield role, anywhere in the midfield pretty much. And, you know, he's got a bit of pace. Now, he can whip the balls like John Joe Shelby does, you know, but he's at a higher level, being that he's played in the Champions League for PSG multiple seasons on a row. You know, and he can whip the balls like 20, 30, 60, 70 yards up the pitch. You know, and if you get somebody like Solomon Rondon into the club, you know, you whip them balls in there, he's just going to header them down all day to people like Miguel Almiron and that, you know, and you're just going to completely be able to dominate the game right, left and centre. So that's why I'm bringing up Andrea Ribiat as one of the potential signings for Newcastle United. Now, of course, there is a little bit of a stumbling block with this one, in the fact that he has been linked to multiple amounts of top European teams, Man United, Barcelona, Real Madrid, Juventus, just to name a few. And, you know, that could be a little bit of a stumbling block, but let us know what you think down in the comments below. Moving on to the next one, and it is Alberto Moreno. Now, of course, as we all know, he's been kind of surplus to requirements, in the fact that, you know, he hasn't played that many games for Liverpool this season. Now, he has played 2 games in the Premier League. He got 1 game in the Champions League, 1 game in the FA Cup, and 1 game in the League Cup. And, you know, he only managed to rank up 156 minutes of play in the Premier League this season for Liverpool. So he's sort of surplus to requirements, you know, and his contract is run out at the end of this month as well. And I think, to be honest, you know, Newcastle should give it a good punt at trying to get him on with books, you know, because he's a really good left back. He's got some really good pace, and in our team, you know, he could possibly be a very good threat. And of course he's Spanish as well, 26 years old. You know, he's won a Champions League honour to his name. He's got a Europa League honour as well to his name from the 13-14 season with Valencia. He's also got a European Under-21s Championship honour to his name as well. You know, and with his contract run out, I think he could be a very good steal for Newcastle United. Let us know what you think down in the comments below. Moving on to the next one, and it is Danny Welbeck. Now, Danny Welbeck's just edging closer to the 30s, you know, but he's still a really good player at the end of the day. He got 14 games in all total this season, scoring 5 goals in the process, whilst also getting 1 assist. Now, in the Premier League, he played 8 games, he got 1 goal and 1 assist, and he managed to rank up 147 minutes of play. In all told of all competitions, he ranked up 604 minutes of play. Now, of course, he can play anywhere in the front area, left wing, right wing, striker, cam. You know, he can play anywhere in that position. And with his contract run now, I could see Newcastle United going for him. Let us know what you think down in the comments below. I think he'd be a pretty good signing, to be honest. Moving on to the next one, and of course it's Ander Herrera of Man United. Once again, his contract's up at the end of the month. Now, of course, his market value at the minute is 22.5 million. Now, if you could sign him on a free, that would be an absolute bargain for a 29-year-old Spanish international player. You know, he can play cam, he can play central defence. He's absolutely sensational. In this season, you know, he was able to get 22 games in the Premier League for Man United, while scoring 2 goals and getting 3 assists, only picking up 4 yellow cards in the entirety of the season, and also ranking up 1,404 minutes of play in the Premier League alone. In all competitions, he got 28 games, he got 3 goals, 3 assists, and he managed to pick up only 7 yellow cards in the season, ranking up 1,887 minutes of play. Let us know what you think down in the comments below. Would you go for Ander Herrera on a free if he was up for grabs? Moving on to the next player, and of course it's Juan Mata. He's over that 30-year-old bracket, which of course is a bit of a stumbling block with the current owner of Mike Ashley, being that, you know, he won't hire anybody over that age. But Juan Mata, an absolutely sensational player, and if we can keep Rafa Benitez on the books as a manager as well, he works really well with Rafa, and it could be a possibility that we could sign him on a free as well, being that Rafa Benitez's agent is actually Juan Mata's father as well. So that kind of puts a little bit favour towards Newcastle getting Juan Mata. But, you know, I would definitely take Juan Mata, to be honest, because he's literally played 32 games in all competitions this season. He's managed to get 6 goals, and he's gotten 4 assists in 1,779 minutes of play for a 31-year-old. Now, remember, that is pretty amazing. He can play calm, he can play right midfield, he can play right wing, he can play left wing. You know, he can play anywhere that you want him to play, he'll play it. And he's valued at 18 million as well, remember. So if you can get him on a freebie, I'd definitely go for it. Definitely. Let us know what you think down in the comments below. Last person on the list, and it is Antonio Valencia. Yes, I know the last 3 players have been Man United players, but Man United are trying to clean up the books, and they're trying to get rid of their players, their older players, and some of them, you know, are absolutely sensational players. And Ander Herrera, Juan Mata, and Antonio Valencia definitely would have them in the Newcastle squad, no doubt. Now, of course, Antonio Valencia, 33 years old, right back for Man United. And, you know, I've got to say, this season he's been sort of surplus to requirements. He hasn't really gotten that many games for Man United. 9 games in total in all competitions, 6 in the Premier League, 3 in the Champions League. He's only managed to pick up 4 yellow cards in all competitions, 2 in the Premier League, 2 in the Champions League. He ranked up 718 minutes all told in all competitions of play, and I've got to say, his contract runs out at the end of this month. Newcastle should definitely be trying to sign Antonio Valencia. He's probably one of the best right backs in the Premier League, in my opinion, to be honest. You know, he's got that power, he's got that speed, and he'd be an absolutely sensational signing for Newcastle United. And, you know, let us know what you think down in the comments below, but I'd definitely go for Antonio Valencia in that right back position. The only stumbling block, of course, on this deal would be the fact that he does have an option to extend his contract by a further year. But, you know, looking at his stats, if I was Antonio Valencia, I'd be thinking, you know, I'm surplus to requirements here. Maybe it's time to move on, move to a team like Newcastle, you know, or Everton or West Ham, somebody like that, you know, where you're going to definitely 100% get first team opportunities. But let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. If you like this content, please give it a thumbs up. Also, subscribe to the channel if you're new or if you haven't done it yet. And I'll see you all next time. And bye, the lads.